Welcome to the Bovine Podcast, where we dig deep into the stories shaping dairy's future. Today, we're stepping into the elite world of Canada's 2024 Holstein master breeders, 19 visionary farms rewriting the rules of genetic excellence. From Quebec's genomic pioneers to Ontario's multi-generational dynasties, these breeders are mastering the art of balance, high milk yields, flawless conformation, and cows that thrive for years. Ever wondered how a cow named Allegria produced over 100,000 kilograms of milk? Or what 4 master breeder shields in a single family really means? We're breaking down the strategies, legacies, and innovations behind this year's most prestigious honor. Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're really digging into something special. Not just an award, but what's behind it? Decades of work.
That's right. We're talking about the 2024 Holstein Canada Master Breeders.
Exactly. It represents, well, the absolute pinnacle of achievement in Canadian dairy genetics, doesn't it?
It really does. That Master Breeder Shield. It's the ultimate recognition.
It signifies that lifelong pursuit, that dedication to breeding truly exceptional cattle, the perfect blend.
Production, conformation that lasts, health, fertility.
And longevity. That crucial piece for profitability.
Absolutely. Think about it. Since 1929, this award, it's been the gold standard.
A long time.
A real testament to breeders who've mastered the science, but also have that intuition, that eye for cows that work.
Productive and built to last no matter the system.
And this year's group, the 19 recipients, they really embody that mix, that art and science.
19 outstanding farms. And look at the spread. 4 provinces.
Quebec leading the way with 9.
Ontario close behind with 8. And then Saskatchewan and British Columbia, each with 1 winner.
A truly nationwide showcase.
What really jumps out, though, is the variety, the types of operations.
Yeah, you see everything. Traditional tie stalls where that individual cow care is just meticulous.
All the way to, state-of-the-art robotics setups leveraging all the latest tech.
Plus, you've got multi-generational legacies right alongside farms that are, relatively speaking, newer success stories.
It really drives home the point, doesn't it? Excellence isn't confined to one kind of barn or one scale of operation.
Such a vital point. It shows that those core principles, sound genetics, smart management, they work everywhere.
It's about knowing your goals, using your resources effectively.
And making those informed choices with your genetics. Absolutely.
The mix of experience levels is fascinating too. 13 first-time winners.
That's fantastic news, right? Shows real innovation, new talent rising.
But then you also have 5 farms getting their second shield. That's sustained excellence.
Building on past success.
And then quality Holsteins and Heather Holme achieving their 4th shield. That's just extraordinary.
Incredible consistency. It paints this picture of an industry that's, well, rooted in tradition, but always pushing forward.
Those repeat wins really show it's not a one-off thing, is it?
Not at all. It takes continuous commitment, adapting, staying at that high level year after year.
And for the first-timers, what a validation. A huge nod to their vision and hard work.
Exactly. So for everyone listening, whether you're managing a herd day to day or you're involved in the wider industry, our mission today is to sort of unpack what makes these 19 breeders tick.
We want to find those common threads, maybe some unique tactics.
And hopefully provide some valuable insights, maybe those aha moments you can think about for your own operation or breeding program.
Okay, let's dive in. Starting in Quebec, 9 winners there.
A really strong showing. And a theme seems to emerge, doesn't it? A dedication to health and fundamentally sound genetics.
Yes, and often leveraging genomics pretty effectively, combined with just really sharp management.
That's a keen observation. Quebec breeders often seem to grasp that long-term value. It's not just about the milk check today.
Healthy, robust animals that thrive.
And using genomics lets them zero in on traits for productivity and sustainability.
Yeah.
Disease resistance, fertility, things like that.
Good example, Rotaly, their second shield. And you can't talk about them without mentioning Rotaly Goldwyn Allegria EX96 5E5.
What a cow. Truly legendary. 2024 Cow of the Year.
Over 103,500 kilos lifetime milk, EX96 type, 97-point udder. I mean, wow.
She perfectly shows their philosophy, right? You don't have to sacrifice type for production. They found that balance.
Allegria's that balance. High production, but the structure holds up.
And she passes it on. That intergenerational influence, that's the mark of a great breeding program.
Makes you think, doesn't it? What traits are key for building that lasting influence in your own herd?
Then there's Quasi, also their second shield, the Roy family.
Started with just 6 cows back in '87.
Meticulously built on exceptional cow care. Their focus is longevity, cow families that get better with age.
They prioritize conformation, but they're strategic about health traits too. Again, that holistic view.
You really can't overstate the importance they place on care and longevity. Cows lasting longer. That's just more profitable.
And more chances to use those superior genetics.
Exactly. It shows how fundamental good husbandry is. It supports everything else.
Now Belfau. That's an inspiring one. First shield, and they started from scratch in 2006.
A relatively quick rise.
The Hudon family, deeply involved. Calf care, paperwork, milking. Shows what dedication and clear goals can do.
And their son, Theo, already interested in classification. That speaks volumes.
Yeah, that passion is being passed down. Likely ensures excellence for the future.
It really demonstrates how focus and commitment can fast-track you to elite status, even starting more recently.
Mebeck, another first-timer. Their story highlights persistence, doesn't it?
Simon Menard, Yvonne Becker.
Yeah.
Consistently producing those high-classifying animals.
You see their names often in the classification reports. Lots of EX and VG cows.
It's that long-term commitment, that steady focus on quality over years that earns this kind of recognition.
It's a marathon, like you said earlier, not a sprint, accumulating those good decisions.
Precisely. Ben Gaylond, third-generation farm.
Benoit Gosselin, Katie Boutin,
Yeah.
milking around 70 cows. So moderate scale.
But consistently ranking high in Holstein, Quebec's honneur au mérite production and classification.
Shows you don't need massive scale to reach elite status.
It's about the intensity of focus, the clarity of your goals, and how well you execute that genetic plan. Their rankings prove it.
Start again. First shield. Their strength seems to be exceptional overall herd management.
Their rankings in Lactanis Herd Performance Index, the HPI, really stand out. Number 2 in Canada back in 2018.
Across everything, milk value, udder health, longevity, calving interval.
It shows a really comprehensive commitment to all the drivers of balanced breeding and profit.
For listeners, it really highlights using those kinds of metrics, right? Tracking that performance data.
Absolutely. Sardigan's success with HPI shows the power of a data-driven approach. It's holistic, strategic, understanding how everything connects.
Fleolet from the Portneuf Club. They seem to fit that Quebec pattern too.
Leveraging genomics, making informed decisions for health and genetic potential.
It seems like a cornerstone strategy in the province.
Yeah, the strong showing from Quebec and that consistent emphasis on genomics. It points to a really proactive, forward-thinking approach to genetic improvement, especially on those crucial health traits.
Drahoka's story is really something. First shield and number 1 in Canada for HPI in 2023.
Remarkable achievement.
Their philosophy is pretty straightforward. Lots of milk and beautiful cows and really bon.
Capture that balance perfectly.
And they credit a specific management change, a bedded pack for dry cows with big improvements.
Better health, easier calving, longevity.
Which directly feeds into both their HPI rank and this Master Breeder Award. Shows how management and breeding success link up.
It's a perfect example of synergy. That investment wasn't just comfort. It had tangible benefits for performance, unlocking genetic potential.
Okay, last one for Quebec. Lectamont. Their second shield, the first was way back in 2003.
Incredible continuity. 6th generation now.
Yeah.
Established in 1900.
And they've recently modernized freestall robots, but still respecting that foundation.
Benoit and Ghislain Montpetit. Yeah, adapting while staying true to core principles. Strong genetics, focusing on their best animals.
The timing being bittersweet, acknowledging the parents' work, that really highlights the generational effort.
Lactamont's story-long history, embracing technology, honoring legacy. It's a powerful narrative of sustainable success, evolving while keeping that focus on genetic excellence.
Right. Let's shift gears. Ontario. 8 master breeders here.
A different flavor, maybe, but equally impressive.
The emphasis seems to be on high milk production, strong, durable cows, classic-type good reproduction, and, again, that exceptional longevity.
Ontario definitely has that long history of breeding high-performing, well-conformed Holsteins. These winners are prime examples.
And leading the charge? Well, it has to be quality Holsteins, their 4th master breeder shield. Unprecedented.
It's truly a dynasty. Paul Eckstein, now with his son Ari, the quality prefix is known worldwide for elite type, show ring dominance.
Paul Eckstein's philosophy sticks with you. Attention to every minor detail can lead to major success. You see it in their results.
4 shields. Yeah. It's incredibly rare. Decades of commitment to the absolute highest standards. That meticulous approach matters.
And their influence through families like Plishansky, Valiant, Francus, undeniable.
Just huge. Think of cows like Quality BC Francisco EX96, Quality Carlton Pan EX97.
Plus, what, nearly 300 excellent cows bred, 8 all-Canadian breeders' herd titles.
McCown Master Breeder Award for Paul, Canadian Ag Hall of Fame. The list goes on.
A global powerhouse, no question.
And matching that incredible four-shield achievement, Heather Holme.
Another multi-generational story, roots back in the 1930s. Third generation now, Curtis McNeil and family.
The consistency is remarkable. And their herdsman, Greg Segan, 43 years.
That speaks volumes about stability, shared vision, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Heather Holme's success comes from a clear philosophy, adhered to rigorously across generations. Functional traits.
Their motto, breeding the kind dairymen like to milk worldwide.
So practical. Udders, feet and legs, high components, good milk volume.
Things that work. And they were Canada's first certified leukosis-free herd, too. Shows that focus on health.
Foundational to success, their approach mirrors the grandfather's, balancing milk and type.
And it's worked. Over 130 EX cows, high production averages, a testament to that long-term, consistent vision.
Exactly. Understanding the end user, the commercial dairyman, and breeding cattle that meet those practical needs, that's driven their success.
All right, Crest. Second shield, they show you don't need the biggest, newest setup, right?
Milking 50 cows, tie stall. Focus on good stewardship, looking after the little things. Dan Erb learned from his parents, purebred since 71.
And they've bred over 100 excellent cows doing it that way.
It powerfully underscores that dedicated husbandry and consistent breeding decisions are paramount, whatever the scale.
Really inspiring. Shows core principles are key.
Kentville Holsteins, also their second shield. Part of that incredible Magriscan Holstein dynasty.
10 master breeder shields in the extended family. That's amazing.
And they were recognized just last year for 100 consecutive years of registering Holsteins.
Wow. That passion for great cattle is just deeply ingrained, passed down generation after generation.
That shared knowledge, those family values centered on the cattle. It creates such a powerful environment for sustained excellence.
Cherry Crest, their third shield. And this is despite 3 complete herd dispersals over the years.
Incredible resilience. Don Johnston, Nancy Beerwart, now son Kevin, and wife Tammy taking the lead.
Milking about 135 cows. Their philosophy, animal well-being first, balanced breeding, community involvement.
Don Johnston talks about the satisfaction of validating the right decisions.
It shows an exceptional ability to spot superior genetics, rebuild effectively, apply that winning strategy again and again.
Truly remarkable. To hit that level 3 times with those disruptions speaks to a deep understanding of the cow and sound principles.
O'Connor's first shield, and this is after dispersing a milking herd.
Shows the lasting impact of genetics, doesn't it? The award recognizes the cumulative performance of cows with the O'Connor's prefix.
Key contributor. The O'Connor's Planet Lucia family included Canada's #1 genomic cow in 2013. High type, high production.
And their pride in seeing those cows thrive in other herds. That's a real testament to their breeding legacy.
It's a potent reminder, isn't it? A good breeding program's impact goes beyond your own farm gate.
The Lucia family highlights finding those individuals with real breed-influencing genetic merit.
Aveline, first-timer, 74 cows, tie stall. Their focus, longevity.
They see later lactations as the most profitable. Makes sense.
And their foundation cow, Aveline Master Amanda EX93, descended from a barnyard bull.
Yet she became hugely influential. Shows exceptional female lines and breeder judgment can come from unexpected places.
It's a great reminder you don't always need the most famous pedigree to breed great cattle.
Absolutely. It's about identifying and developing those strong maternal lines wherever they start. Their focus on longevity is smart and practical too.
And rounding out Ontario, Dutchdale Farms' first shield adds to the strength of the Huron County Holstein Club.
Their success reflects those Ontario themes. High production, durable type, good reproduction, longevity.
Solidifies that breeding expertise in the Huron region.
Definitely. Huron County is a real hub for quality Holsteins.
Okay, let's head west. Saskatchewan first. Millenroy Holsteins.
A first shield and a real milestone for the prairies. Lyle Pretty, second generation.
Prefix established by his parents, Roy and Mildred. Family homestead since 1900.
Talk about resilience, adaptation.
Yeah.
Post-WWII, cream shipping, early electricity, purebreds in the 50s, showing since 51.
It's that enduring passion and love for dairy cattle. Over 120 excellent cows bred.
A well-deserved point of pride for the Saskatchewan Holstein community.
Then British Columbia. Fruit Farms from Vancouver Island, also a first shield.
Their philosophy: manage cows to hit those thresholds for production and classification, strategic breeding.
They mentioned the Fru Chesapeake Candy family as important.
And they highlighted the importance of their local club community, especially vital in smaller regions, right?
Absolutely. That network matters. They talked about loving the whole scope of dairy, farming, cows, crops, business, family.
A passion for the entire lifestyle.
So, stepping back, looking at all 19, these incredible farms, the people behind them, some common threads really start to stand out, don't they?
They really do. While each path is unique, there are definitely shared principles underpinning this level of success.
One of the clearest, that commitment to balance.
Absolutely.
Almost all of them avoided extremes, not just chasing milk, not just chasing type.
They understand that synergy, conformation, yield, health, longevity, it all works together for sustainable profit.
Rotaly with Allegria, Heather Holme with their functional focus. Perfect examples.
You just can't neglect one area for another and expect long-term success. They're all interconnected.
Another big one, the prevalence of multi-generational family farms, over half the winners.
That's significant. It suggests real value in that long-term vision, the knowledge transfer.
And that deep-seated passion that gets passed down. It seems key to achieving and maintaining this level of excellence over time.
That continuity provides a huge advantage, allows for strategies that take years, decades sometimes, to pay off.
And helps weather the inevitable ups and downs.
Even in farms that aren't multi-generational, you often see strong partnerships, good mentorship, fostering that same kind of shared vision.
Then there's the power of cow families, identifying, cultivating, leveraging those strong maternal lines.
Absolutely key. We saw it with Fran at Quality, Allegria at Rotaly, Amanda at Avalon, Lucia at O'Connor's, Candy at Fru.
They're the genetic bedrock, providing predictability, consistency.
Amplifying the herd's potential over generations. And longevity in those families isn't just about living long.
It's extended productivity, a continued breeding influence.
Exactly. Strong maternal lines are the foundation. They let you build reliably on desirable traits. Longevity is crucial for profit and genetic impact.
And finally, it's fascinating how they blend innovation with tradition.
Adapting, integrating new tools.
Genomics, data management, facility upgrades like Drahoka's Bitted Pack, robotics like at Lactamont.
It shows a progressive approach. But crucially,
these tools aren't replacing fundamental skills, they're enhancing them.
That's the critical distinction. Technology augments knowledge, skill, intuition. It doesn't replace it. They use it strategically within their existing philosophies.
To get better health, more efficiency, faster genetic progress.
Precisely. Smarter, not just newer.
So when we reflect on this 2024 class, they truly represent the peak of Canadian dairy breeding.
Absolutely. Their success across different regions and systems is a testament to dedication, skill, and that deep understanding of the Holstein cow.
They're lifting their own operations, but also strengthening the whole Canadian Holstein industry.
Through genetics, mentorship, just setting that incredibly high bar.
They are masters of their craft, carrying that torch of Holstein excellence.
Their commitment to balanced performance, longevity, health, efficiency, it reinforces that global reputation for Canadian Holsteins.
And blending tradition with modern tools. That paves the way for the future.
Definitely.
So for you listening, the key takeaway from this deep dive, achieving this top tier of success, it hinges on that unwavering dedication to balanced breeding.
It's appreciating the power of long-term vision, often seen in family farms, but achievable through focus.
It's strategically integrating innovation, but always built on that foundation of exceptional cow families.
Which leads to a question for you to mull over. Reflecting on these master breeders, what specific part of their approach resonates most with your goals?
Is it their focus on a certain trait, how they use technology, their emphasis on a cow family?
What element could you potentially integrate into your own operation for better long-term success and sustainability?
We really encourage you to look deeper. Explore the profiles on places like the Bullvine. Get into their individual stories.
There's always more to learn from their journeys.
Ultimately, it's the hard work and dedication of all dairy farmers and industry pros that drives things forward.
These master breeders are truly inspiring examples within that community.
Showing what's possible with passion, knowledge, and that relentless commitment to the art and the science of breeding great dairy cattle.
Whether it's a fourth-generation farm or a first-time winner, the 2024 Master Breeders prove that greatness in dairy isn't about chasing trends. It's about crafting cows that last. Huge thanks to our listeners for joining us. Want to meet these legendary breeders? Visit thebullvine.com for the full feature. Until next time, keep your eyes on the cows and your goals on the horizon.